Now in this question, a fruit seller has a stock of mangoes, bananas and apples with at least one fruit of each type. So it can't be zero. No fruit can be zero. At the beginning of a day, the number of mangoes make up 40% of his stock. That day he sells half of the mangoes, 96 bananas and 40% of the apples. At the end of the day, he ends up selling 50% of the fruits. The smallest possible total number of fruits in the stock at the beginning of the day is my question. Now let me take the total fruits as 100x. Total fruits, I'm going to keep it as 100x. And out of the total fruits, 40% are mangoes. So mangoes is equal to 40% of 100x, which is going to be 40x. And number of bananas and apples are not given, so I'm going to keep it as such, B and A. Now that day he sells half of the mangoes. That means half of 40x. So he is selling 20x mangoes, okay, and 96 bananas and 40% of the apples. So I've kept apples as apples itself. So that means 40% is nothing but 2 by 5 of apples. And at the end of the day, he ends up selling 50% of the fruits. That means out of the total fruits, 100x, we have taken that as 100x, 50% is sold. So this should be equal to 50%. That means 20x plus 96 plus 2 by 5a should be equal to 50x. That makes 30x to be equal to 96 plus 2 by 5 times of a. Okay, and we are required to calculate the smallest possible total number of fruits at the beginning of the day. That means we have to find out the smallest possible value of 100x. So for that to be smallest possible value, x should be smallest possible value, right? So the minimum value of x is what? So we have to ideally find 100x, the smallest value of 100x. So let me convert this as 10x first. So this is going to give me a 32 plus 2 by 15a. Okay, and I have to find the value of 100x now, so I'm going to multiply this equation by 100. So this is going to be 100x, a 320 plus 20 times of 15a, 20 by 15 times of a. So for 100x to be minimum most value, the smallest possible value, a has to be the smallest possible value, and the number of fruits has to be an integral value. It can't be decimal, right? So that means I'm going to assume the smallest possible value of a as 15, because if I take any other value less than 15 or greater than 15, which is not a multiple of 15, is going to give me a value which will be in decimal. So the smallest possible value of a will be 15. So if a is 15, 100x will become what? A 320 plus 20 by 15 into 15. So 15 gets cancelled. So minimum value of total number of fruits will be what? 320 plus 20, which is going to be 340. So that will be the answer for this question, 340.